Hello folks, good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh once again. Today it was actually unexpected. I was waiting for this fragrance for like couple of days now, and I was expecting this to arrive like much later, like 4 or 5 days later, but suddenly it appeared. This is the brand new fragrance. This is called Daarej Extrait. EDP concentration just popped up, and I would like to share my initial thoughts. And I actually was planning to review this much later, but I had to rush a little bit anyway, so whatever reason. But I wanted to be the first one to review this. This is my thing. I like to do exclusives. So this perfume, it's a brand new fragrance, and it's like with me for about only a couple of hours now, and I've been wearing this. I'll tell you the story, and initially whatever I got, I'll let you know, and I'll let you know if it's another banger. Like, I just got a backup of Shura Elixir as well. So these Rasasis, many of you are happy about this releases, and many of you are not happy. Reason being, Rasasi is releasing left and right, and it's getting out of control, like how many you're gonna buy and how many can you actually afford. So I understand that sentiment, but if they're releasing some good stuff, I don't mind. One thing. Second thing is, they are not super expensive. That's another thing. Like, I don't have any issue with, because all these designers niche, they are releasing like left and right. They are also super expensive. I mean, I don't really like that. Okay, honestly speaking, that's why I buy Middle Eastern perfumes, because they're affordable. So this is also on the affordable side. This is like $20, more or less. Okay, the initial price. And I did. I'll talk a lot. Okay, first of all, I did Daarej 7 years back. This was my review when Hawas, Shura, all these perfumes came out. This is like, I just opened it. This is 2017, 23rd of October. That's when I reviewed this Daarej. That time I used to review from this angle. And then the note of original Daarej, which is supposedly a clone of Valentino V, which is discontinued. That one had notes like cumin, cardamom, artemisia, rose, orris root, vanilla, tonka beans, amber, sandalwood, patchouli, musk. Okay, so that was the note of this. So original Daarej, the bottle is clear, but the juice color is purple. So this was somewhat similar to old batches of Hawas, similar, sort of like somewhere between Shura and Hawas, Daarej color. And Daarej was a more affordable perfume compared to the Shura as well as the Hawas line. And some of the other ones, this was more of the affordable line. Back in the days, I also did review. Sorry, I am a little bit excited. This bottle got dust and stuff. This is Tasmim. This is another banger, which was very affordable. So the bottles, I'll show you the presentation. The price I already told you. Another thing is, those who are thinking this extra puffer concentration, no, it's just extrait, but it's actually EDP concentration. So it's a very shiny box. Like the look of it. I just got it, like, thank you so much, Masood Bhai Perfume Center bought it first, and then now everybody else is having it. So you can buy from wherever you think is price is good, or you want to support. It's absolutely no necessity to buy from particular shop. Okay, so Rasasi, really nice, glossy. I like the look of the box. It's more modern, and then it says extra and all that. I hope it doesn't reflect so much. I don't like the reflection. It's annoying. Okay, the bottle is exact same, I think, shape like the Daarej. They did not change anything from the bottle shape. It's exact same shape. Okay, and the bottle color is given like blue. Okay, I think it's dark blue or something. I don't know exactly, but it appears to be dark blue. Okay, Extrait, says Rasasi Daarej Homme. And before this, I also reviewed Daarej Perfume. That is another one that not many people know. The side got some curve. The back looks like that. The cap color is changed. So people had issue with these caps, like previous ones. I hope not much. These are very sharp caps. Okay, so be careful about injuries. If you hit someone, it might get bruise and stuff. So that cap thing, apart from the cap thing, the coloration, the box look really nice. Price point is very good. Let's see if I can bring it a little bit back so I can show you better. So this thing like that. Okay, so the cap, it's snug fit sort of. Yeah, snug fit, you can pick it up. Atomizer, it's very good. It's beast mode atomizer. Let's see. Okay, very good atomizer. So I'm wearing this fragrance on my right hand here, and then I'm wearing the Daarej OG here. So basically time is 8:15. I'll compare this a little bit. So let's go. First of all, Rasasi Daarej, after a long time they're releasing from this line. So people are getting tired of all the Hawases. So Shura is out, Hawas is out, and now Daarej is out. This is for men. As I was saying, the Valentino V, I never smelled it, but Daarej was one of my favorite spicy oriental fragrance. Got vanilla, warmth. It's very sexy, long lasting, but Over the years, many people said Daarej got watered down. Mine is beast. I don't know which batch this was, but this one is beast. Even Hawas, other ones I never got weak juice. But Daarej remained one of the Casanova scents, like sort of like a playboy in the winter. And the best thing about it, it smells expensive, but for very cheap price tag, like within $20-25. So that is amazing for 100 ml. I think this is also 100 ml. Yeah, I think so. This is 100 ml as well, right? So what I'm gonna say is, like, first of all, if you talk about value, Rasasi gave excellent value over the years, excellent fragrances. So this one, the Daarej, was a beast mode. So how is this one? So when I smell it side by side, initially, at first, when I smell it, it's not a major deviation from the original. First thing, okay? Like Shura, Elixir, okay? Versus original Shura. I did tell you this one smells a lot like Tiger. And then a little bit of Afternoon Swim, like that heavy grapefruit, then mixed with Shura. In this one, they stick to the original formulation a lot. Like they smell like very close to each other, okay? So I'm smelling them side by side. There are some differences, subtle differences, but initially when I smelled it, it definitely smelled like Daarej itself. It did not smell like any other perfume. So it's not totally unique, in my humble opinion. They sort of followed suit with the previous one, which is a good news for people who are fan of Daarej. They're not going to be very disappointed. Is this a better perfume? I cannot say yet after 2 hours. But so far I went for a walk after rain. It was humid. So after intense walk of 1.5 hours, this fragrance is holding up pretty strong. So performance initially, it seems strong. If it's going to be stronger than original Daarej, I cannot say. But it's the scent profile and everything similar, kind of similar. But in the opening, Daarej, the OG, this is the difference I'm picking. Subtle difference is that this one, the EDT is a bit more sweet. It's more wild. I would say sweet, like a crazy sweet, spicy fragrance. Like this one is very wild, like Shura itself, okay? And this one seems louder compared to Daarej Extrait. Daarej Extrait, it smells sweet. It smells like Daarej, but something a little bit darker. Maybe they added leather to it or something like that, okay? And then the Oris, the buttery Oris, like something like Iris, is a little bit more creamy in this compared to Daarej. This one is more of a gingery, spicy smell, which is more sweet. This is a bit darker, floral, and a little bit like a leather covered. I don't have the notes breakdown, so I'm just guessing. And this fragrance smells a bit more suited up version of this. Like even though this is not as loud as this in the opening spray, but this one, it's like on the skin. Daarej seems a little bit more transparent. This one smells a little bit more darker. So that's the initial blast. That's what I'm getting. And I'll tell you, like, if you like Daarej, definitely gonna like it. Okay, for sure. Like they are similar DNA, but the improvement perhaps is the sophistication which they added. This one smells more formal compared to Daarej. This one I used to wear like in dating scenario, the OG. This one for casual, everything. But this one I'm feeling, let's say there's a house party or anywhere I have to go a bit formal or something. This is still sweet, but it's like darker sweet. And it's a little bit like, I don't want to say aquatic, but this thing smells like a lot more high class compared to Daarej OG. So these are the difference that I picked so far in the initial impression. I can only tell like full story after going through like at least a week or so. Then I'll update all the new releases, new Hawases, Shuras and Daarej, perhaps in one video. That will be interesting. But so far, there is a redundancy a little bit. Okay, if you are not a very big collector, I'll tell you straight up. If you're not a very big collector, like you are not, like you don't want two fragrances with a similar DNA, I would say this would be redundant in your collection. Like if you're not a collector, out of the two, which one would you pick? If you want an overall, I know this one for a longer time, I can easily recommend this, still available. But the reformulation, I don't know what it did to this fragrance, but still for the price, they're the similar price. So this one is trusted, buddy. I can easily recommend this. But this one I would recommend. If you liked it, I will highly recommend this. But if you're not a big fan of this, this is not going to be your taste. Like both these fragrances is not going to be this for you. Okay, so very clear message. Another thing I would say, this is not super expensive, so there's nothing much to lose out, or let's say it's like super hyped and it's like $60 for a small bottle. Okay, then let's say they made it like 50 ml and they charge like $30 for it, then people would have issue. I would have issue. Okay, but I have no issue because they are now in Bangladesh very reasonably priced. So if you don't like it, you can sell it off or give it to someone if you blind bought it. But if you know the Daarej smell, you're not going to be very disappointed. But alternate side, if you didn't like this, you're not going to like that. Okay, clear message. So performance I will update later. Season for it, I think it's going to be a cold weather scent mostly. Daarej Watt itself is a cold weather scent, but this is more of like Bleu de Chanel, Parfum, you know how that one was, a little bit darker. What I'm smelling, I'm liking it. It's not as spicy. It's like less spicy version of Daarej, more darker. We'll see what you get. Maybe the notes breakdown soon will come out, but initial impression, I like it a lot. Obviously, I'm not going to hate on Daarej. I'm not going to hate on Rasasi. But yeah, fair warning is this is not providing anything spectacular new that you'll be wowed by it, or, you know, like you'll be like, oh my God, I never smelled this DNA before. That thing is not going to happen, right? So let's see what other reviewers say, because I'll be waiting for other reviewers, because there are other reviewers going to be talking about it very soon. Nixon Diaz, some of the other brothers in our community, Bangladesh community, I will see their take on it. But so far, this is just like a more polished, little bit, tad bit darker take on original Daarej Purum, and it's not Extrait de Parfum. So could have been Extrait de Parfum, but EDP and Extrait de Parfum is kind of confusing, writing the same thing. Okay, so maybe next is going to be Elixir, who knows, right? Overall initial impression, this fragrance I'm giving it 8, solid 8 out of 10. I was going to give it like maybe more. I had a bit more expectation. If it was a bit more unique in the opening, they could have added like a different note that is different, but it's just like, you know, like 8 is solid, but it's not spectacular, okay, so far. But it's a good release. But keep those things in mind, I said, okay, the redundancy factor and then the performance and all that is going to be similar to the OG, I guess. Okay, so there you go, 8 out of 10 for new Daarej Extrait de Parfum. Thanks for watching. Thanks Perfume Center for bringing this first, and now other sellers are bringing. Wherever you get it, this is the price range, okay? Do not pay more than $25 for it. That's what I'm going to say. And 100 ml is definitely a good news. Thanks for watching, and do let me know if you tried it, what's your initial thought. And I understand, one last thing I'll tell you, don't be mad at a company for making too many fragrances. They are not doing anything illegal. They are not they're minding their own business, right? So I see no issue. Like if they release every day one, even, you just don't buy it, you know. It's just silly, but actually it's kind of astonishing. I haven't seen any brand releasing so quickly one after another. I don't know what's happening, but Rasasi is some sort of like they're on steroids, you know. So I don't know what's happening with the brand, man, you know. Maybe, I hope not many more coming out soon, okay? So take care, guys. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. See you soon. Bye-bye.